PJ55 here. I gotta say something. X-Files, Supernatural, 7 Days. What was the other one? Scooby-Doo is one, but that's not the one I was thinking of. Being Human, that's it. They're all in the same universe. I'll tell you what order they happen in. The first in the timeline would be the Winchester's mother dying on the ceiling and turning to burn and stuff, and then them growing and then hunting and stuff, and while they're hunting, the X-Files happens on season 9. In season 9 of the X-Files, around that time, the Scooby-Doo and Supernatural crossover happens. And then, Being Human happens even later. In 7... Hold up, let me redo this. The Winchester brothers leave their home and their mom dies, and then they go out hunting. Then X-Files happens. While X-Files is happening, 7 Days happens, which is a time travel show. And I don't think you guys know about these shows. They're really old. Except Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo keeps coming up. Supernatural is a thing. Oh, I forgot to mention, so is Breaking Bad is in the same universe, too. Anyways. So, around the same time of X-Files, at the same time that X-Files happens, 7 Days happens around the same time. The X-Files happens after season 9 7 Days ends on the timeline after the season 9 of X-Files. During that is the crossover between Scooby-Doo and Supernatural. At the same time, Breaking Bad starts happening at this time. Then, Breaking Bad's also in this timeline, sorry. It's hard to remember this because I've been thinking about this for a while. Anyways. So, Being Human is happening. But right before it happens, Breaking Bad starts. Then, after Breaking Bad is over, that's when Being Human starts. After Being Human, it's Haven with the girl in this town with strange shit. You know what? I'm just gonna stop saying what else is in this timeline and tell you what's in this timeline as it's gonna happen. And I'm not going to talk about Scooby-Doo anymore because Film Theory already talked about that whole timeline and how it splits off into 2. And I talked about it on my channel before too. So I'm just gonna, yeah. So now what's up is Burn Notice is happening while NCIS season 2 is happening. Um, and then what's it called? What's it called? Trying to think of the name. It's Bull happens after Denozo leaves and goes to France, and Eva comes back on the show, and then she goes to her family. They go into witness protection or whatever, and he becomes Bull after going back to college, I guess, or high school. After the season finale of Burn Notice, after the series finale, hold up. It's Eureka is next. But, like, at the beginning of the timeline, at the very beginning of the timeline, you have the Eureka being built as a military base, and then throughout the whole timeline, it slowly turns into a town, and they make weapons for military or stuff for research or whatever. But now we're back to where we were when I said Eureka started. The county sheriff or whatever, I forgot his name, Jack Carter, and his daughter go into the town, and then throughout the whole series, they change the past and when they get back to the present, an old man married to a Russian doctor. I forgot his name. He's from 7 Days, but he's a teenager during 7 Days. So at this point, he wakes up. Everything's similar, but there's a little difference. He had kids and grandchildren when in the regular timeline he didn't. He married this doctor he worked with, but he never had kids with her. But he notices the difference, and that's where the timeline ends so far. And 2, the new series of Doctor Who, which I'm not going to go into the whole backstory behind Doctor Who, because I never finished the whole old ones. I'm working on watching all the old Doctor Who stuff, but I have seen all the new ones except for when he's a girl, because I don't fucking want to pay for that yet. When I do want to pay for it, I don't have the money, but when I do want to pay for it when I have the money, I don't want to do that. Because, like, I'm interested in watching the new season where he's a girl. What's stopping me is really I'm like into other stuff too, and there's other stuff I want. I have a whole list, a big giant list of stuff I need to get with my money and stuff. So I haven't seen the new stuff, but I have seen some of the old stuff, and I'm working on watching more of that. I just haven't had the time. But anyways, so the timeline ends with where he's an old man, but his time traveling, he can tell when the timeline has been changed. Then what happens is the newer series of Doctor Who is what happens. And when the government found out about him, and he's been part of the government, all the people who worked on Backstep found out, and that is only 4 people right now because some got too old and died of natural causes, but the 4 are now old people themselves. The X-File people were told too, but they're still younger because they happened whiles after 7 days. So did the main character Bronin or this, which I can't remember his name. Michael Weston, yeah, Michael Weston. So after the Doctor Who stuff, the MCU kicks off. Yeah. The MCU. And at the same exact time, but on the other half of the world, the DCU. The DC universe happens on the other side of the world. Then the Alien movies happen. And the Predator movies happen. Which brings in all the horror slasher movies. Because Predator and Alien, they're known to take place in the same universe as Chucky, Jason, Freddy Krueger, and all of them. They're known to be in the same universe as them. The Chuck E. Cheese creepypasta, there's 2 of them. One where it turns out they hired this dude to be eaten by Chucky, but he ends up escaping because he hasn't been ate yet because he's like smarter or whatever. And then the other one where there's a guy who actually thought he was Chuck E. Cheese because of his job being Chucky, and he wasn't stable in the head when they hired him, and they didn't realize it. But he took children and turned them into pizza, because the company told him to make the best pizza, better than what they already had. Which this then brings in the Freddy Fazbear Pizza opening, and the whole games and the books happen. I'm not gonna go into it because I fucking agree to Matt Pett's theories about it, even though he's reworking the timeline. Then now what is happening? Me doing this video is happening now. Then the Marvel and DC crossover comics happen at this time, and that's all I can give you for now. It's been a work in progress, and it's a theory I had for years, and I made a whole Let's Play. Universe World, or whatever it was called. I forgot what it was called. But basically, I've been doing this for a while because I believe at every TV show, book, comic, just some stories you make up on the spot, anything is actually in the same universe. And the reason we don't know about it is because it's supposed to say secret. But I believe this might be true. I've been finding a lot of evidence for that, which I'm not allowed to talk about on YouTube, or else some crazy people will get me because I'm crazy or something. But I have a video diary I've been doing. But I've been working on this for a while. I started off with a Word page of it. Now I abandoned that idea and decided, let me just share it on YouTube. And the stuff I don't want people to know about because I might get demonetized or something, I'll just put on a video diary. And that video diary would be shared when I'm dead or something. It might not be shared when I'm dead, but it will be shared with someone if they go for my phone when I die. Sorry for the wait for other stuff besides Minecraft. You're not gonna get Minecraft after, July. Like, July, you're gonna get Minecraft only on every day except the 31st. 31. On the 31 of July, there's no more Minecraft videos for that time period due to me having no room to use my computer. I do use my computer, but it's hard for me to make videos, sort of. Well, it's not hard to make videos, it's actually hard to upload them in my lap on my recliner. So, yeah, I'll be making videos, but I won't upload them until I have everything cleaned up. I finished my kitchen. I just have to work on bedroom and game room, and then when my sister moves out, I will have a living room for everyone. So see you 4 or 5 years later.